This is the Chrissie Swan Show.
I just cleaned my glasses and I feel like a new woman.
They are fantastic Specsavers.
Can I tell you, I must have just been going like this with my fingers all day. I could barely see anything, and now it's like a revelation, Jack.
Beautiful. How good do I look?
You look amazing, as always.
We did just devour some beautiful char-grilled Charlies.
Oh, my God. That's where the greasy
That's why we're all
fingers come
greasy.
from. That's right. That was delicious. Delicious.
Hey, Swanee, it is the third last day to get in the running for that BYD Sea Lion 6.
What a magical week someone is going to have. They're just going to be, I imagine, like, someone's just going to be, like, washing their dishes, the drudgery of it all at the sink, looking out over their driveway, and then toot, you and I in a brand new, shiny BYD that we will absolutely not crash on the way.
Absolutely not.
To give it away, and then we get to give someone the keys.
Yep.
I mean, do they even have keys anymore, these futuristic EV plug-in hybrids?
I think you don't even... I think it just knows you're coming. I think it's all through an app. Anyway, register via the Nova Player app. We'll be putting someone in the running for that about 3:30. We're also going to be talking about adults that don't drive, speaking of cars.
Are you one? Justify your existence.
Chrissy's quiz is coming up. We'll be chucking something special inside that bum bag. But next, To-Do List Tuesday. For the last time for a little while, Swanee, start writing.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Let's open up our diaries, shall we, Jack?
To-Do List Tuesday.
I've got a few interesting ones here, and I'm going to do one on the fly.
Okay.
First of all, on my to-do list today is explain my absence at the Project Wrap party that occurred on Friday night. I was invited, which was a great honour.
You told me you hate Sarah Harris off air.
I most certainly did not say that. I was so excited to be invited because I got the invitation. I thought, yeah, I've really done a lot of miles on that show.
Well, there was a little while there, I remember, when we were working together a few years ago, and were you filling in for
I feel like
Carrie,
I was filling
or-
in for Carrie. I don't know where Carrie had gone. Did she have a little hiatus?
Potentially.
And, I was reading the news. I mean, I really need to go back and check that actually happened. But yeah, I loved the show and I loved doing it. And of course, I was very excited to be invited, and I RSVP'd to the affirmative. And then Friday came around and I just looked at myself in the mirror and I thought, when are you going to learn?
That you need to say, I can't.
Because I just can't ever. Yeah. I can't ever leave the house, ever.
So how...
I was like, there is zero chance of me being able to get a frock on and a shoe and a hairdo and turn up to a... There's just no way. Where would I park, for starters?
It's the Como. You know the Como. You used to do the circle there.
No, it was at the Forum. It was at a venue.
Oh, was it? Oh, you had... I can't believe you had Buckley's of getting there.
I know.
No way.
I should just call you straight away every time I'm invited
should.
to anything. And just, you can say, get real.
Get
hermit,
real.
Hermit lady. Next, I've got a mysterious entry that says, don't let it break you, honey. I don't know whether it's just a little pep talk I'm giving myself or whether it means something.
Were you treating your to-do list like a gratitude journal?
No, it feels like it's something getting released. Aha! Don't Let It Break You, Honey is a memoir about saving yourself by Jenny Evans. It's someone that I do not know, but obviously at some point I was very interested in that, and it's coming out today.
Okay.
So that's what that means. It means I've got to buy it on my Kindle.
I mean, you'll never read it. Add it to the pile of optimism, but sure.
I know, it's
nice
so
to support
sad.
the author.
And then the last thing on my to-do list is find a place to buy Sunny Angels in person, not by mail, in time for the party that Peg's got to go to on Saturday.
Oh, she's
So
still
I've left it
obsessed
too
with
late.
those.
Now all her friends are too,
Yeah,
so they're
okay.
gifts.
All right. That was actually a more exciting to-do list from you than usual.
Not too bad. Thank you.
My first item on my to-do list is put gym membership on hold. I go to Europe Friday night and I'm like, you know what? I'll try and save for that gym membership for a few weeks.
That's a really great idea.
Yeah, and apparently my PT told me they let you do it. I thought they'd be like, too bad, so sad.
How much is it going to save you?
Probably $22 a week. What?
Is it really worth doing?
Mate, any dollar counts at this point. Any dollar. That's a coffee. overseas. That's a coffee in London.
You're saving $66, which you're going to spend on cropping a T-shirt. Correct.
But at least you can go to cropping a T-shirt.
I love it. Yeah, okay, great.
Ordinary travel pack. Do you know the Ordinary, my favourite skincare brand?
Yes.
They do travel packs now. Or like packs with little bottles in it. So I want to buy one of those.
What a great idea. The other option is you can get, I've got some that I can give you from Kmart. They're little silicone bottles and you can just fill up with the stuff you've got at home.
I know, that wigs me out doing that. Like having it go from one container to the other and then it being exposed and like...
Okay, something for your therapist then. That's okay.
And then my final one is book Brasserie Lip, my favourite restaurant in Paris.
Brasserie Lip.
Brasserie Lip.
You've told me about that.
Yeah, it's
Is
unbelievable.
it LIPP or something?
Yes.
God, you're going to have the best holiday.
If you ever go to Paris, anyone listening, go there.
I'm going to be labelling stationery and sorting out tubs.
I will FaceTime you off my face.
Do not.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Now, I'm going to read this headline to you. Mother fears she has failed as a parent. I mean, hard relate. Because her grown kids will not learn to drive and they still rely on her for regular rides.
Oh, that would do my head in as a parent.
I need to be careful here because my kids are not yet at the age where they can drive. I mean, unbelievably, my daughter, who I relate to as if she is my peer, is still in grade 6. I've got a long way to go. And the fact is, this might be my reality. It could very easily be my reality because I am their personal assistant. I have set that up, particularly my daughter. And chances are, if they decide that it's easier to get a lift with me, then they will not learn to drive.
Well, given that you are sort of the shortcut queen in life, let's be honest.
Yep.
Peg probably will take that on board as well. And one of the first shortcuts she'll see, after watching her brothers learn to drive as well, maybe, she'll be like, I ain't doing that. I'm making mum do it for the rest of my life.
And she knows that she just has to ask, and I am putty in her hands. However, at this stage, when I have no experience as a mother with that in my own home, I do not understand this. I don't understand kids that do not want to drive the minute they can.
Right.
I was 18 and 2 days old when I got my license.
Yeah, okay.
Like, I just couldn't wait.
I remember not being able to wait to turn 16 when I could get my learners in Victoria.
Correct.
That was like Christmas to me. And I've got to shout out to my dad. He was great at teaching me to drive, and he, like me, loves driving. So I was in that Land Cruiser before. I barely could look over the window.
Weren't you driving as a very small child and nearly killing other children?
Yeah,
I remember that.
Up in Deniliquin.
So I don't understand this. And often when you don't understand it, you know, it's easy to hate on it. Is the thing.
Yeah, totally.
And look, and the big driver for me to get my license was the Macca's drive.
Duh.
I mean, isn't that why everybody learns to drive?
Absolutely. The idea of ordering a large cheeseburger meal on my own without having to yell from the back seat was like Christmas. And also just the hyper independence that comes with driving.
Exactly. The world becomes your oyster. I've got friends whose kids are older than mine who are in this situation. One comes to mind. Her daughter is extraordinarily accomplished and intelligent, has a car purchased for her. It has sat in the driveway.
No!
Yeah. It has sat in the driveway getting re-registered and reinsured for 5 years. I mean, and she catches the train.
That's nuts. That's the biggest incentive you could have to learn to drive is a car sitting there for you. I know.
I just don't understand it. And what I would love to do is understand it. Are you an adult? And have you decided that you are not going to drive? You don't have a license.
We want to know why. Explain to us why, because Swanee and I don't understand. Or maybe you're a parent with a kid that just refuses and makes you do it.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
We're talking about grown-up kids. Oh, I use that term loosely. 18 is still very young. But there are a lot of mums still driving their kids around when their kids could get a license. And you and I could not wait to get our license, mainly to get to the Macca's drive-through.
Mainly.
Holy grail.
I also remember like when I was 15 just looking through car sales, seeing what one day I could have, what I could one day get.
Back in the day when you used to get a newspaper and circle them. Oh my God, LMCT 454. So because we don't understand it, that's like a guarantee for hatred.
Yes.
Because we don't get it. We can't understand why you would not get your license as soon as you can. We judge you.
13 24 10. Are you an adult that doesn't have your license? We need you to do some splaining.
Yeah, or are you somebody that is still mum's taxi and you really thought that those days were over? Hello, Michelle.
Hello, how you going?
Good. Are you mum's taxi still?
Yes, I am for my 30-year-old son.
30?
30.
30.
Okay,
Him and his partner.
both of them don't drive. When did you start what I'm imagining is the tirade of nagging?
I have been nagging since he was 17.
And what does he say?
He just doesn't want to. He's got me.
Is he scared? Is there any fear about learning to drive, or do you think it's just like pure laziness because he knows you will?
I think it's just laziness. His partner always says she's going to get her license, but she doesn't either. And they have a 7-year-old daughter. And I'm actually at the school to pick her up.
Michelle, your son's got to get a grip, mate. You can't be doing school pick-up as well.
Yeah, I take her to school, I pick her up. I do all the running around for all of them.
Do they use public transport? I just can't understand the inconvenience of it.
No, they do not. They ring me.
And so when they need to go shopping or do something, do they just call you and say, we'll be waiting out the front?
Yeah, when I'm going shopping, I have to let them know and they will come with me.
You are a straight-up personal assistant. You are being taken for a ride, literally. Michelle, we're going to send you a family pass to Smurfs. It's in cinemas this July school holidays. You can take your 7-year-old granddaughter to it. Drive it.
I mean, it is very hard to say no to your children, but I would like to think that I could have said no in 13 years that she's been doing
I
that.
hope for you that you can.
Hello, Nat.
Hi, how you going?
Good. What's your story?
Well, my 18-year-old daughter has had her learners since she was 16, and she's probably got 2 hours up in the total time. She refuses to drive, which is absolutely fine by us because she is the worst driver ever.
Oh, no.
This I get.
But she can't get better unless she does
I know,
it.
but it's terrifying, and it's going to cost me, like accidents
Yeah.
and payouts and repairs and possible hospital. Like, it's just like that bad.
Do you know what, Nat? I would prescribe for you, if one of my kids is definitely going to turn out like this. My dad, he's lots of things, like a major in the army and all that sort of stuff, but he's originally a mechanic, so he's a car guy. And what he did for all of us girls is he made us drive when we had no idea how to start the car. He made us drive Adelaide to Melbourne or Melbourne
Old school
to
from
Adelaide.
Major Gaz.
And by the time we got in the car, we were packing it. By the time we pulled into, the Rundle Mall, we were like, get out of my way. We knew exactly what was going on. So I reckon put aside some time, a week, and just it's like an intensive course. It is, but only at the beginning.
Scary. I've got 5 other children older than her that have been a breeze, but it's like she's been sitting in the passenger seat with her eyes closed. She doesn't even know the road rules.
Yeah, she's going to kill someone. Let's not let her on the roads, Nat. A family pass to Smurfs in cinemas this July school holidays.
Tell you, a long distance drive would fix it. Hello, Christy.
Hello.
You are a late onset driver.
I got my P plates at 42 years old.
Well done, Christy. That must have been such a challenge.
Do you know what it was? And I was so sick of catching buses and trying to get shopping on buses and taxis and God knows what. And I was just over it. And I was like, I'm going to face my fear and I'm going to do this. And now I drive everywhere. And I can't believe that I waited so long.
I know. Isn't that the way? And the first time that you took that trolley to your boot and loaded it in there, did you just go, I am a queen?
I did, and I messaged my driving instructor the day after I did my Ps and said, guess what I just did? Went to Woolworths by myself.
Isn't it amazing?
And it was amazing.
Isn't it amazing what excites us when our life is almost over, Christy?
The Chrissy Swan Show.
How good are sour gummies?
The best.
Let's go click it.
Chrissy's clickbait.
Chloe's my favourite Kardashian, end of story.
Always has been, always will for you, hey?
Yeah. And you know how on Instagram, surgeons and beauty therapists, etc., stitch themselves? I believe that is in the parlance of our time.
Spot on.
stitch themselves over images of celebrities and then they, I guess what procedures they've had.
Yeah.
It's always a very good watch.
It is. It's captivating. And they all know that it gets views and that's why they do it now. So half the time I'm like, are you just making shit up? Because
I agree.
You know that this is going to do well on TikTok or Instagram.
And also because we are not surgeons, we're not going to go, oh, that's silly.
Yeah.
Anyway, this guy, what's his name?
Jonathan
Betteridge.
Yes.
Jonathan Betteridge did one of these on my favourite, Khloe Kardashian, and speculated about all the procedures she had. Well, she took to the comments.
I love this.
God, I love her.
She's copied her sister Kylie, because remember Kylie did this a few weeks ago, revealing her buzzies.
Yeah, well, they're not afraid of anything. They're not ashamed of anything, and nor should they be.
Agreed.
She says, I take this as a great compliment, Jonathan Betteridge. First off, I think these photos are about 15 years apart, so the before and afters. I think she's absolutely right there. But she goes, but here's a list of things that I've had done. I've been very open in the past about what I've done, so here we go. And the list begins. Nose job at Dr. Canodia 90210. Laser hair for the hairline and everywhere else. I didn't know you could do that. So she's altered her hairline, brought it back, I would say.
Yeah, I think because they're Armenian and Kim had a lot of they have that baby hair at the front.
Wow. Okay, well, there you go. I didn't know that even existed. Botox and Sculptra, where my face tumour was removed. Oh, my God, that sounds very serious. In her cheek. Soft wave laser for skin tightening.
Right.
Like a bit of that. Is that all it takes? It's a bit of laser tightening. Fillers in the past, but not any over the last few years. I hear it never goes away, so I'm sure it's still there, but it's calmed down.
That's a lie. She's had filler in the last few years.
She's lost 80 pounds. I don't think she's lying.
I think there's some things that she's missed out here, and I think there's some exaggerations. She's had filler in the last few years. Her face has changed so much, and I love them.
But I don't know. I like to believe that she's honest. Anyway, collagen baby threads. What are they? Underneath my chin and neck.
Yeah, I've had friends get that done. So they put a thread under your skin and pull it to pull your skin tighter.
What's that got to do with collagen baby?
Well, it must be a version of threads, but that's what threads are, when they put a thread under your skin and yank it. Your face.
That sounds like a plot from a horror movie.
I know, and sometimes it leaves a little bump where they do the knot. I've seen it.
And what happens to the knot?
Just you live with it.
Who's had that? Do I know them?
Yep, I'll tell you off air.
Oh, my God. And then she also has salmon sperm facials. No, thanks. Regular facials, I love. Peptides, vitamins, and daily skincare. Oh, Lindsay Lohan says she looks different because she took a tablet.
That's right. She puts it down to her vitamins and skincare.
And she says, very true, in 2025, there are many other things that we can do before surgery, but when it's time, and if I choose to, I know some great doctors, I bet you do. They're on your mom's Teledex. Let's move on to Rosie O'Donnell.
Please.
She has eviscerated the Jeff Bezos amazing Venetian wedding and has called his new wife a fake fembot. My goodness, this is a very nasty piece of literature from her. She has taken to Instagram and has made sure that we can pay for more if we want it via Substack. She says the Bzos wedding is... where is it? The gross excess of it all turns my stomach. This is the mean one. Did she post that photo of the wife? Then and now?
I don't believe so.
Anyway, she looks very, very different. Whatever, don't we all? She goes, here we go, we've got it. The Bzos wedding, it turned my stomach. Seeing all these billionaires gathering in the gross excess of it all. The show of it. I'll allow that. That's fair.
That's also a wedding. Get over it.
Is Oprah really friends with Jeff Bezos? Really? How is that even possible? He treats his employees with disdain. By any metric, he is not a nice man. And his fake fembot wife, this is mean. Who looks like that? Why would he choose her? After the salt of the earth Mackenzie, he sold his soul is what it looks like from here. The devil is smiling.
Why is she so angry?
I think somebody didn't get invited.
Oh, you think it's because of that?
Maybe. It just says read the rest on Substack. I'm tempted.
Tom's just confirmed she did post that then and now photo you just showed me. That was on her Instagram story. Again,
That's really mean.
why are you coming for someone's looks? People that post like this are part of the problem. Let them go and do their extravagant thing. They're billionaires.
I agree.
Who cares? Also,
I
Rosie,
agree.
I saw you on And Just Like That. You should retire. Like...
Look, it is a gross excess. That is... Oh, my God. There's a picture of you there.
But they're billionaires. Oh, my God, that does
You
look
were
like
there.
Me. Well, I was at the Amman Hotel a couple of years ago for a wedding.
You're there with
That's
Oprah.
so weird. I mean, given the guest list, Swanee, I could have been there.
Exactly.
The amount of people that they invited.
I don't know. That seems very mean. The one thing that I do agree with from Rosie's thing is like, does he really know Oprah? Really? I don't think he knew half of these people, and I reckon a lot of them opened up the invitation that presumably arrived by owl at some juncture and thought, oh, I haven't met him, but all right, I'll go. In fact, why don't we go through the guest list? I want your top 3 people that you read on that went to the wedding that you went, you've never met Jeff Bezos.
Okay, done.
You've never met him.
Let's do it at 350.
Okay, done.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Oh, hey, here we are, rocking you into your 3 to 4 hour.
Good afternoon, Swan.
I'm really enjoying putting my list together of people that went to Jeff Bezos' wedding. Is his name Jeff Bezos?
I say Bzos, but
Bzos.
Yeah.
Bzos. No, Bzos is what we call boobies at home.
Bzos? That's so bizarre.
I know. I don't know why. And then we've even got a song that goes, don't show your Bzos to just anyone. I don't know why.
I hope Peg sings that on the tram.
Jeff Bezos. Anyway, I'm really enjoying putting my list together of people that went that have never met Jeff Bezos, ever.
We're going to reveal our lists at 350. The first person I just went to put on mine was Gayle King.
Gayle King.
Oprah's
not.
No, but Swanee, I then remember...
Oprah's girlfriend.
Oprah's secret lover. No, but she's a journalist much like Sanchez was.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe she does know.
So I've scrapped her off. Anyway.
Ellie Goulding, 100%.
I can't believe she was there.
I mean, I'm sure she was overheard at the reception going, am I supposed to be here? How do I even
sing?
get here?
Am I going to sing? Do you reckon they're going to ask me to sing? Is it going to burn? Hey, coming up before 4, we're going to put someone else in the running for Chrissy's BYD pickup. We are driving that BYD C-Line 6 to someone's house this Friday. But next, Chrissy's Quizzy, 132410 if you would like to win a bum bag, and I'll chuck a Baker's Delight voucher in there.
The Chrissie Swan Show. The Chrissie Swan Show.
Let's give away this bum bag, shall we?
Chrissy's Quizzy.
Hello, Michael John.
Mike.
She tried. Mystic Chrissy's tomorrow, mate. Don't get ahead of yourself.
It's true. How are you, Mike?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. What do you do for a crust?
I'm a risk manager.
Oh, God. You and I are polar opposites. Because you run away from risk. Me, I run toward it.
Michael, being a risk manager, and I can see here you're from New South Wales, what do you make of this big cyclone bomb today? Is it all a bit of a beat up?
Well, where I am, it hasn't rained much. It's not much of a bomb to speak of.
I agree.
It's like Y2K all over again. Hello, Mackenzie.
Hello, how are you?
Did you know that you share the name of Jeff Bezos' first wife that Rosie O'Donnell says is a lovely person and the new wife is terrible? Did you know that?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Well, there you go. Learn something every day. Question. Your names are your buzzers, Mike and Mackenzie. Mackenzie's a cool name, by the way. I've always liked it.
It is. So is Mike.
Thank you.
Yeah, Mike is cool too. Although I do always go, whenever I hear the word Mike, I go to that revolting guy from Married at First Sight with the tattooed head that was with Heidi. One of the worst guys that's ever drawn breath.
He was an absolute flog. But was his head tattooed? Oh, the hair was tattooed.
The hair was, yeah.
Oh, even worse.
So it was like dots.
Like, I'd rather a jailbird with a head of tats than that. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, it's revolting.
Question number 1. There's a Baker's Delight voucher inside the bum bag.
Names of your
Best of
buzzers,
5.
just get in quick. Question number 1. Which pop star was left hanging in the air in a prop car at a recent...
Mackenzie.
Yes, Mackenzie?
Beyonce?
Yes, Beyonce. Question number 2. Mycology, Mycology, is the study of MYC.
Mike?
Is yes, Mike?
Like mushrooms, a fungus?
Yes. And haven't we all become little mycologists since a certain court case?
I wonder how Ayers is going today.
They've blacked out her house because I think that they're expecting a homecoming very, very soon.
I think they are. Cue Kanye West.
Question 3. Why cue Kanye? Why?
He's got one of his greatest songs, Homecoming.
It's Homecoming. Yep, got it. 10 years ago today, Demi Lovato released this song. What's it called?
We're cool for the summer.
Last time she did something good, from memory.
Mackenzie?
Yes, Mackenzie?
Cruel Summer? Cruel Summer?
No. That's a song by my Queen and Saviour Taylor. We were after Cool for the Summer. I've literally never heard that song in my life.
It's actually not a bad song.
Never heard it.
Really?
We're cool for the summer.
Now I've heard it twice.
Are you?
We're cool for the summer.
Now I've heard it thrice.
I won't go again because that's annoying. Question number 4, 1 point to Mike and 1
I
point
was
to
all ready
Mackenzie.
to say now I've heard it twice.
Okay, ready?
We're cool for the summer.
Now I've heard it twice. Question number 4. Which Australian state is being lashed by a bomb cyclone?
Mackenzie.
Yes, Mackenzie?
New South Wales?
Correct. Mike and Mackenzie sounds like a sitcom where people laugh every time
Yeah.
you walk through the garage door.
Yeah, I'd hate that. 2 points. 2 points to Mackenzie, 1 point to Mike. Question number 5.
I'd hate that.
Wouldn't you hate that?
I'd love it.
Oh, no, how irritating.
No, generally when I come home, which is sort of like walking on set, like I open the back door, literally nobody reacts.
You're like, oh.
I would love a little round of applause and
I'll try and do it more when you arrive at work.
Can you? Yeah, I feel like the Fonz. Question number 5. Rolex is a brand of...
Mike.
Yes,
Mackenzie.
Mike.
Swiss watches.
It's a watch. Yes. What's the score?
It is 2 points to Mike, 2 points to Mackenzie. Question number 6 is for the win.
Which European country commissioned the Statue of Liberty as a gift?
Mackenzie.
Yes, Mike.
Fred.
It is France. You've got it, Mike. No
Well done,
risk, no risk there. And when you've got that bum bag on, there is no risk of you getting romantically involved with anyone either. So that's good.
That's good. I've got 4 kids. That's enough.
Oh, God,
Wow.
commiserations. You must be so tired.
I am.
And you're working hard. You don't get to enjoy a penny of it yourself, do you, Mike?
Not a thing.
And you don't get to enjoy your job either.
the bum bag's all for me, though.
Yeah, that's it.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
I've no idea what we're talking about next. What are we doing, Jack?
You been funny?
No.
Our Lauren Sanchez and Jeff
Oh, we're
Bezos
doing this here.
lists.
Great. I've just been so enjoying it. I forgot that we were actually doing it live. I'm going to go first. So the big wedding happened.
Yes.
And it hasn't been reported, but I think that he paid for everybody to come. There is no way that 200 guests paid their own way. There's no way. They arrived by private jet. Now, I'm sorry. No.
I think they did. I still believe they did because I know
What,
that...
you think that an invitation came saying a private jet will take you from Los Angeles airport to Venice. Please cut along the bottom of this form and include your payment for $7,000 US dollars.
But I just think, I know that Kim, I saw on a X account, Kim flew her own private plane to Venice and back. I think everyone got there
Maybe
themselves.
they did. The rest of them arrived on private jets.
Maybe some of them that don't have the Kardashian kind of money then did take a free ride.
And they are friends. So Kris Jenner has known Sanchez, the new wife,
Yep.
for years.
Right, okay.
Right.
So maybe they were an exception, but I do know that it was all secret squirrel and that they were all just told, they were given a mood board and then told to be somewhere at a certain time because they didn't want a security leak. They didn't want it getting out exactly what they were doing.
I just do not believe that the couple knew all these people personally. I just can't believe it.
I think you're right. There's no way they knew all of them.
Because also, where was Uncle Reg and Auntie Barb?
Nah, they're not good for the pat pics. Vogue doesn't want to see Barb. And
They must have been there. It's a wedding.
no, I think
Like,
they'd be savage.
where's Sanchez's auntie, Rosa?
They'll take them out for dinner at Nobu Malibu when they're home.
But they weren't invited.
I don't
So it
think
wasn't
they're
a real
invited.
wedding.
Real in their
I
terms
know,
of
it
real.
stinks. I mean, I'm not Rosie O'Donnell, who has absolutely eviscerated the entire event.
She has.
She has called,
I don't like that though.
either do I, she has called Jeff Bezos the devil. and she has questioned quite rightly whether or not Oprah even knows him. I do wonder, though, with someone as powerful as Jeff Bezos, if you're invited, even if you have never met him, if you work in the arts in some form or other, I wonder if you felt obligated to go for your future employment.
I think so.
Like Oprah, she had to go, whether or not she's met him, whatever. She has to go because she might want to have a special on Amazon Prime.
I was thinking you're spot on, Swanee. And like Kim with Skims, maybe one day she'll collab with Skims, or Chloe will deliver her new popcorn via Amazon.
Exactly.
But
he's everywhere.
We've gone through the list and put together 3 people that we think they didn't know.
Kate Beckinsale.
Was she there?
Yep.
No way.
Kate Beckinsale was an actress 400 years ago, and she was in 2 movies.
Nah.
He does not. They have never met.
Never.
And also, why was she invited? Your turn. We're going to go 1 for 1.
My next one is Sydney Sweeney.
He's never met her.
No way. She just looks good in photos. She'd be an awesome wedding guest, I reckon. And they needed a young sort of actress type there because they didn't have that.
Orlando, it's funny. I didn't know Orlando Bloom was so sort of creepy until he was photographed with Sydney Sweeney, and he looks not right.
You got the ick.
Yeah, I got the ick.
All
I
right.
never thought much of him, to be honest. Like, I didn't think good or bad things about him. But just seeing him there, so fresh from what must be a heartbreaking, devastating breakdown in a relationship with the mother of his child, to be walking around Venice the day of the news breaking.
Yeah.
With your child over the other side of the world and your, ex still trying to cobble together a live performance, to be smoozing around Venice, sniffing after Sydney Sweeney's.
The word sniffing so aggressive.
But you know what I mean?
I
It just
do.
looked so crass.
All I noticed was that he doesn't skip leg day. He's got a good leg. Sydney would like
which
to
is
plot.
very important as well. Legs are important.
Legs are important.
All right, I hear your Sydney Sweeney, and I raise you one. Scooter Braun. He's never met Scooter Braun. In fact, Jeff Bezos has invited Scooter Braun just to go to everybody that loves Taylor Swift.
Okay, you're feeling attacked as a Swiftocrat there.
Mm-hmm.
My next one, they're a duo, Kendall and Kylie. I know they know Chris, and I know they know Kim and Chloe. They don't know Kendall and Kylie. They're just the cool, hot young daughters of their friends that they wanted there.
No, I disagree. Sanchez and Chris are friends.
Correct. Chris. Kylie's not hanging out at Chris's.
But, I'm friends with Beck. She knows my kids.
Yeah, but nah, you're not inviting them to your wedding. You're next. Who's your final one?
That's true. Okay, I'm going to go. I did have Orlando Bloom, but we covered him. I'm going to go...
Do we finish with our favourite? Together we have our favourite of why the hell was she there?
Ellie Goulding. Ellie Goulding. She's like, I've just gone to the P.O. box and I think I've got the wrong invitation. I don't know who it's meant for. It's not meant for me, but I'm bloody going.
Going because anything could happen.
I'm going. It's like, I've got a golden ticket, Mum. I'm going.
Calvin might ask me to do a song again. I'll be relevant one more time. Next, we're putting someone else in the running for Chrissy's BYD pickup.
He's never met
Killers.
Usher either. No, Usher.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
That is like the ultimate insult. I just can't believe it happened. It's like I lost my mind for so long, and now I'm back to how I should be, and I just can't believe it happened.
Oh, see, I see it in a more positive light. Like, I just can't believe you happened. You were so great.
No, this is about her stupid ex.
Go beyond expectations with the BYD Sea-Line 6 plug-in hybrid SUV. Chrissy's BYD pickup.
I mean, that is another phone up. We should do that tomorrow.
I've just
Because
always thought
I
it's
just
beautiful.
Can't, no, I can't believe you happened. It's like, I can't believe that I didn't see what was happening. But now I'm back to my full strength, and I just can't believe you. Yuck.
No, Ari's just so positive and happy, and I just see her as a fairy floating around, being like, I just can't believe you happened.
No, she's slighting that idiot.
Steph, what do you reckon?
Steph, what do you reckon?
Oh, I love it.
I love the song
love it.
too, but do you think that I just can't believe you happened is like an insult or a compliment?
Gratitude.
I think it's. I took it as an insult.
Yeah, it is.
I'm just obviously a little bit too positive Patricia today.
Yeah, which is really unlike
Really
you.
rare.
All right, we're going to be positive Patricia with you, Steph, because you have registered via the Nova Player app because you want this car.
I need it desperately.
We
Chrissie and
asked
Jack.
you then online, give us 25 words or less about why you need a new car. And we're going to ask you again, why do you need it, Steph? Tell us.
It hasn't been serviced in over 5 years. The aircon is broken. It is boiling in the summer, freezing
like our
cold
studio.
in the winter. And
Oh, no.
it is a absolute bomb. But the BYD looks luxurious.
It is so fancy. How old is your car?
Oh, 15, 16 years old.
Oh,
Whoa.
God.
Well, Steph, the good news is you are in the running.
Oh, my God.
We could be rocking up to your...
Face smash.
That means you're excited. We could be rocking up to your house this Friday with a BYD C-Line 6 plug-in hybrid SUV. They're so sleek, so luxurious, so sexy.
Yeah.
Good luck for Friday.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
First,
Chrissy's Clickbait.
can you imagine how the Flying Monkeys were so quick to get out and about, Wizard of Oz style, and find out who the woman was that was videoed having a little snoggeroony, a dance floor snoggeroony with Harry Styles?
Well, there was some speculation online that it was Olivia Dean because she did look like Olivia Dean, but we would have
did.
known for sure at the time of the snog.
Yeah. Oh, would we?
I think so.
I'd have to look up Olivia Dean to see. If someone had told me that was her, I would have believed it.
I reckon sleuths would have confirmed it.
Yeah. So the mystery woman has been identified as Ella Kenny, also known as the luckiest woman in the world. Imagine going to just a function, a Glastonbury function, behind the scenes. Obviously, it's a VIP thing because she's a producer, it turns out, from London.
Right.
And you get to kiss Harry Styles.
It would be such a great story for the rest of your life.
For the rest of your life. Like, you could walk out of there and get hit by a bus and just be, you die happy.
You'd be okay.
You're like, I've achieved something in my life.
I know someone that spent his most recent tour with him, traveling with him. He pulled her out of the crowd and then she went on tour with him for that whole time, yeah. And he's apparently lovely, but then I don't think they've spoken since, which I kind of love that he's still a bit rock star and treated her amazingly, but once it's done, it's done.
What I want to know,
happens.
was there like a conversation at some point that said, this is where you go back to your life and I go back to mine and I thank you for your time? Like, was there an official, an exit interview?
I think it's unspoken. You just there's an understanding as you enter this, I think.
I feel like I would need to be told.
She's real, I think she was a real cool chiller vibe.
Really?
Yeah, if you, I get how it happened.
Did she say that he's a good kisser?
Yes, among other things.
What other things? Really?
Alrighty.
The famous Mr. Ed. Well, I'm distracted. Anyway, he
the girl, Ella Kenny. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, Ella Kenny is her name. He's never going to see her again.
No.
Anyway, but she's going to have a very nice life because she's got to kiss him on a dance floor. Who gets to say that? Orlando Bloom has posted cryptic messages about a new beginning after Katy Perry split. What I want to say to you is slow down a minute. All right? Slow down. And also, you guys have got form. You know that they broke up in 2017.
Did they?
Yeah. Called it quits. And then Daisy was conceived. So I'm not saying that they stayed together out of convenience, but I might be. But they might be getting back together. That's what happens with couples like this, you know? He's obviously doing a bit of skirt chasing in Venice with Sydney Sweeney. When that doesn't work out, he might go, look, Katie's actually not that bad.
Well, he continued that skirt chasing in LA because there was TikToks I saw and footage of him and Leo at... what's that famous hotel everyone goes to? Why have I suddenly forgotten?
Chateau Marmont?
The Beverly Hills Hotel.
Oh,
they were
okay.
sitting outside where you're not meant to take photos, but someone did. And Leo still had his cap over his face. So I think...
Can you imagine the rubbish that those two
I know.
middle-aged people... he's posted, each day is a new beginning. What we do today is what matters most.
All right,
Get
idiot.
over it.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel are up next.
Get a job. How about that?
Now check this out.
The Chrissie Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.